Good evening, folks. Good evening, everybody. This is Encounters, the spiritual UFO talk show. And I got everybody off guard. I'm on at 10:02 p.m. tonight. So we're going to go from 10 to 12. So I started early tonight. I'm going 10 to 12 because I wanted to start early because tomorrow morning the commander is going to the East Coast Gem and Mineral Show up in Agawam, Massachusetts, or West Springfield, at the East Coast Exposition Center, the biggest crystal show on the East Coast. The commander is going there, and we're going to be getting some extraterrestrial crystals tomorrow. I have no idea what's happening. Hey Chesno, hey brother, Jan, everybody. I am so excited. It's like once a year for 3 days, the biggest crystal show on the East Coast here in New England. And we're going to be there tomorrow, and we're going to go crystal crazy, and we're going to be buying crystals. Yeah, I'm going to be, what I do is when I buy the crystals, normally what I do is when I see different crystals, there's a lot of them, I feel the energy of the crystal, whether it's appropriate for me to, if that's a crystal that is specifically an extraterrestrial crystal, I'll usually know out of all the crystals, I'll know that it's an extraterrestrial higher dimensional crystal. So that's over the last 20 years, I've always been able to use my energy to feel the crystals, and I can tell which ones I need to use. I use all my crystals for work, for the mission work. Hey Acid TV, hey Granny, good to see you. Good to see everybody here. Welcome to the early edition. I am only early because I want to be able to go to sleep early to have all this energy to be driving up to Massachusetts tomorrow. Yeah, if it speaks to me, yeah, absolutely. Hey Sue. Hey Crush up in Canada, good to see you, brother. Red-headed Medica, Jennifer Holly. So we're on early tonight for new people who have never seen my show before. Normally we're on at 11, but we're going to go from 10 to midnight. We're going to do a straight 2-hour show. Hey Stargirl, good to have you with us. Glad you were on the show last night. My show from yesterday is on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Astro Command Spaceship News. So if you miss a show, you can always go there and catch up. There you go. Okay. It's going to be an interesting day tomorrow at the Crystal Show. Definitely, yes. Definitely, if you watched the show from last night, it was good. Al, welcome, brother. A lot of these are people I've had on my show live, and it's always good to see people I've interviewed come back. Hey, Jennifer. Good to see you as well. And it's just nice to see everybody coming here. If you're new to the show, this is the #1, hey Jennifer, thank you for the heart, #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. The reason why? Because I'm hosting it. If anybody else was hosting the show, it wouldn't be #1. Because I'm hosting it, it is #1. Am I streaming live at the Crystal Show? No, because I have my wife, my daughter, and her boyfriend. So I want to really make it family time and focus on them, and not on the TikTok. I was thinking about that, but no, I'm not going to do it. It's just going to be, it would take away from being with people, and yeah, so definitely it's more family time. You know what I mean? If I was by myself, of course I'd be streaming live, but I'm with, my wife and my daughter and her boyfriend. I'm not going to do that. Everybody needs to have family time, including the commander. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Vera, welcome to the show. Hey, Jersey for Life, good to see you. And on our show, we never know what's going to happen. I always like to interview new people. The reason why I like to do that is because I always like to have it fresh. I always bring back people that have been on the show before, but if it's really been current, like I had somebody on like 2 nights ago, I usually try to bring new people on because I want to get them to share their experiences, if they've been a contactee and have been visited by space people, if they've been abducted, if they've been having a lot of UFO sightings in their country and they're documenting them, or Bigfoots or mer people or things like that. I want to be able to kind of keep it fresh, and it's just a good thing to do. So, but welcome to the show, everybody. Where were the ships all headed to Florida? I didn't know there were ships heading to Florida. But if there were, I have no idea where they were. Bazooka, welcome. Joey Boy, welcome to the show. Goldilocks, welcome. Lisa, hey sweet tea. Well, instead of 11, I decided to come on at 10. I want to see how many people were like hep to, hey, Hollywood. How quick people would say, oh, Commander's on at 10? Wait a minute, what time is it? It's not 11 o'clock. He's on at 10. I'm on tonight only early for this night because of the Crystal Show tomorrow. I'm like ramming ready to get up there. We're going to get up there probably around a little after 11 a.m., 11:30. And the Crystal Show goes on all day. We're not going to stay there till 6. I'd be totally spaced out. And let you know, when I go to the Crystal Show, you can get spaced out. There's over 200 dealers selling crystals there. Over 200, all over the country. They come from everywhere. And they got tons of crystals. By the time you're out of that place, you're so spaced out you can't even drive a car. That's how spaced out it is, But I'm going to try to stay centered so I don't get too spaced out. All that crystal energy is going to like make me go like incredibly high. If you want to get naturally high, go to a big crystal show, and that'll be like getting naturally high in the cosmic energy of the crystals. You'll just be so spaced out you won't even know what's going on anymore. Oh wow, time to make your tea. Good, brother. Tea's a good thing. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate that so much. Dakota, thank you. And we have to set our goals. So tonight we're going to set some goals here. We always do. And let me see. I'm going to edit my goals here. And we're going to make it so people can actually... And also go to my Venmo. My Venmo's on my main page. There's a link to it. I'm going to do something very simple. And then people could... oh, I like this thing. This is pretty cool. Let's see what I got here. 99. I'm looking at all the interesting things we got here. So we're going to do, I think, 10 of these guys. So I'm switching it up so it's affordable to use your TikTok coins. So I'm doing donuts. Donuts are easy. So I'm going to do 10 donuts to start, and I'll play around with different TikTok gifts as the show goes on for the next 2 hours. Hey Riley, good to see you. Bring a black light flashlight to the show if you have one. I don't have one. But no worries, because the commander will know exactly what I'm supposed to get when I get there. And I hope everyone's having a great evening. Barb, thank you for the donuts. So I figured I'd do donuts tonight. I'm looking for 10 donuts to start. And I'll play around with the different TikTok gifts too. Sherry, welcome to the show. Everybody likes donuts. I love donuts. Love and light to you, Riley. Hope you're doing well, brother. And we're going to have another great show. I didn't skip your comment. I didn't even see it. We are one. Chill out, man. Let me go backwards. I didn't see your comment. And TikTok has a tendency to... Hey, Waco girl. They seem to filter comments out, so I didn't see it. Hey, Vicky. Bernie. Let's see. Your comment never showed up. Raven777, I found a portal in a cave. Beautiful. Hollywood says, I want to go. Yeah. Joey Boy, good to see you. Lisa, Hollywood. Greg. Yeah, so your comment never was shown. I think TikTok filtered it. The reason why I didn't see your comment is because TikTok filtered your comment. We are one. I'm talking to you. TikTok filtered your comment. Alvarez, I love Krispy Kreme donuts. Hey, peace. We are one. Alchemist, good to see you. Chadwick. And I'm saying everybody who makes a comment, I read every one of them. So your comment was filtered. And I can say you're saying, that I see. But whatever your comment was, if it was like a really important comment, it was filtered by TikTok. Tommy the cat, please take me. Tracy, much activity in NOLA with connection to Christ and visions of ships called to message you. Called to message you. Any crystals help health? Yeah, there are crystals that do. Thank you, Lorena. Thank you for the donuts. I appreciate that. Wow, I think, wow, I just completed my goal with one person. Thank you very much. Hey, Brian. Cindy, thank you. I have cancer. I want to go. I'm sure they're selenite. Yeah, selenite's a good crystal. Thank you for the headphones, Riley. I need a new pair of headphones anyway. I'm using earpods. Just kidding. Cindy Mitchell, thank you. I'm going to set another goal here. We're going to get into some interviews in a few minutes. We're really just getting together here what we're doing. Now I'm going to switch it to another thing. This is really cool. You're watching Encounters, the late night spiritual talk show. And we're going to make this one really easy. Let's see here. And since it's Friday, we're going to use this one here. And we're going to do 10 of these. Now so if you have TikTok coins, this is a relatively easy one. All right. Aubrey, good to see you. Rosie AZ in Arizona, welcome. Bernie, thank you. See how easy it is? Bernie, he's got it. Cindy's got that too. TGIF, it is Friday, so why not use that one? Thank you, thank you. We're at 8% of the goal there. See, we want to make it easy for our friends all over the world. Definitely. Okay, we're going to set up another goal. We're just getting ourselves amped up here, so we're setting up a new goal. And this one's going to be a little bit different than the last goal. So this goal, I like this coffee magic thing. This is really cool. So we're going to do 10 coffee magics. Who doesn't like coffee on Encounters? So maybe you like tea, you know. Thank you for the join the team thing. Let me see who did that one. I like to switch it up. Thank you, Cindy, for the team bracelet. I appreciate that. Yeah, Moldavite. Lorena, you're right. Moldavite is really good for healing, and it's also good to take you off planet. Mesopotamia, Anunnaki, do you believe? Well, Carlunch, there's no like a Mesopotamia Anunnaki. The Anunnaki are Anunnaki. The Anunnaki came from off planet, and the Anunnaki are part of the Ashtar Command. So the Anunnaki are from a galactic level, but not maybe they went to Mesopotamia and landed their ships there, but they're not Mesopotamian Anunnaki. There's Anunnaki or just Anunnaki. Hey Vicky, good to see you. Hey Sasulu Mama. JJ Bird, hey, good to see you. Yeah, so now we're doing 10 coffee thingies. And so during the show, hey Deborah, good to see you. How's your whole night going with the Ashtar? Hopefully well. Al sent a heart me. Oh, we never lose out, Greg. We're tuned into the Ashtar, so I've been working with the Ashtar Command all my life, so I'm not losing out anything. All the positive beings of light work with the Ashtar Command, are part of the Ashtar Command, so yeah. Shadow Princess, good to see you. Catherine Johnson, good to see you. Yes, son, you were on early today because we're going to a crystal show tomorrow. So my goal is to go to sleep after midnight and get up early because I'm going to be driving all the way up to Massachusetts, and we want to make sure we're totally energized, for sure. Caroline Show, you're welcome. Yeah, Shadow Princess, we need to, I actually don't, all I'm going to say is those grays need to disappear. The Zeta need to just disappear. Let me see here, oh man. So, Shadow Princess, can we bring you up on the show? Shadow Princess, I'd like to bring you up on the show. Hey, Aurora Lights, I think we need to do some work with you. I can do it personally. I've been amped up and activated. Hey, Karen. Broomhilda's enchantments. Anything about my planet? Broomhilda, what planet are you speaking of? Cindy Mitch, how do we figure out if we are part of any certain race? I'm gonna definitely bring some people up here and answer your questions. I want to deal with this other person, Shadow Princess. And I'm just gonna definitely do this here. Shadow Princess, if you come up here, I'd like to do an intro. Let's see here. And welcome to the show, Shadow.
Hi. I only can say for for a little while I can,
Yes.
I guess my
So,
family
so,
want me to go to life.
so you still have the Zeta coming over your house?
Yeah, they do follow my house. Every night at me. Some about midnight at me is when they come to my house. They follow my house. They
Okay.
will like the ship.
Well, I know they can hear me.
I know
I'm
how
not sending. I'm not going to be doing anything other than using my own power here. This is something new for me. The command just stamped me up and activated me to do things. So I'm not sending any ships over anywhere. But I'm going to take care of the situation. So I know the Zeta can hear me. You need to leave Jade alone. You need to leave her alone. And I myself will put a protection around her location. So I'm going to do that right now. Like I said, I've just been given abilities that I didn't have before from the Astral Command, from my father on the ship a few nights ago. So what I'm going to do is close my eyes. And Jade, you can close your eyes for a minute. And I'm going to clear energy remotely from here without having to do anything. All right, I'm just totally activated. I don't have to do any rituals or dancing or anything. It's going to be straightforward. So I'm telling the Zeta right now, clearly, without any hesitation, you are to leave her alone in upstate New York. You're to go back to your world where you came from. You're to leave her alone and let her be. Completely be. You're not to bother her anymore. And this is coming from CmdrAleon to the Zeta people. You need to leave her alone. No more. No more. No more. No more. I know you understand my language. I'm telling you, because you're now bothering her again, to leave her alone. You're to leave the planet Earth and go back to your home planet and stop abducting people. Leave Jade alone. And Jade, you need to cut off the communications on your end. The only reason why they keep coming back is because you're not clearly cutting the communications off. I want you to say right now, I am going to cut the communications off with the Zeta.
I'm going to cut the communication off from the Zeta.
I am a Christed being of light, and I cut the communications off, and you're no longer allowed to come over my location ever again.
I'm Christed being light. You're not allowed to come to my communication again.
Now, you're not allowed to come over my location ever again.
To my location ever again.
That's right. And if they should try to come over your location, you're going to tell them you are a Christed being of light, and you are telling them to leave, and they will leave. You have to say it like you mean it. You have to mean it like you say it. And that's really important because they've been bothering you forever. And I will use everything in my galactic power here to stop them. I will. They're going to listen to me. They're afraid of me. They're going to listen to me. I know they can hear me. They're going to leave you alone. And if they don't, I will use my galactic power that I've been downloaded with to stop them. I will do that myself. So I know you hear me out there on your ship. Leave her alone and go home to where you came from. And release all the people you've abducted, and do not abduct any more humans ever again. For anyone who doesn't know what's going on here with Jade, she's in upstate New York. She has been abducted by the Zeta. We worked with her a while ago, recently. They're still insisting on coming back over her location in upstate New York. I just want to give you a kind of an update. The reason I brought up here is because I'm telling them to leave her alone. I'm saying it clearly, as a Christed being of light, which they are not, I am telling them they must leave. They have no right to interfere with her or try to get near her. They must leave. As a matter of fact, I will put a protection remotely around your location, a solid protection of light that will make them disappear. So the amplification of light that I'm putting over your location, Jade, you won't be able to see it, but they will know that there's going to be a force field over your area that will reject their ship completely coming close to your area. The ship is going to be forced to go away from your location. This is it. When the commander has this kind of stuff happening, I am in Ashtar command mode right now, and we don't put up with the Zeta. They got to leave. They got to go. Okay, I want you to make sure, each night you're going to have to do this now, that if you think they're coming near your house, you're going to tell them that you're with the Ashtar command, you're a Christed being of light, and they are no longer allowed to come near your location in upstate New York. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I want you to practice it. I want you to breathe it. I want you to do it. Because if you don't do it, they're going to think, oh, she doesn't really mean that. You have to mean it. The only way they're going to understand it if you stand up for yourself and say, no more. And once you say no more, that's it. You cut the cord. You have to cut it. The cord wasn't cut clean enough. It has to be cut completely with the Zeta. Do you understand?
Yes.
And the reason I say this is because we love you, and I want them to leave you alone. That's why I'm saying things the way I'm saying it. That's right. I want you to do that. That's why I brought you up here. So tonight, I want you to practice it. If they're coming over your house, you now tell them they must leave. I've told them they must leave, and they must go. They must leave. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. All right. Be good, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Your many blessings. We love you. You know we do. And we're going to be with you and help you any way we can, okay?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to let Jade down. And that's, she's had ongoing problems with the Zeta, and they are afraid of me. My power, my galactic cosmic power, exists within me. I don't use it. In this case, I will use it to stop the Zeta. I will use it to stop the Zeta. And there's not one iota of anyone out there that's going to tell me the Zeta are really nice, lovey-dovey people when they're abducting people. And she was an abductee, okay? She also has contact with positive areas, but the Zeta have been trying to interfere with her. They've abducted her, okay? That's against universal law, And the reason why she can't sleep anymore, because they keep coming over her house in upstate New York, in a rural area. They keep coming back. So the commander's having none of it. I'm done with the Zeta people, the Zeta beings. That has to stop. We're going to keep track of Jade because we need to. We don't just do something and tell the person, goodbye, see you later. I'm not that kind of person. I want to make sure those Zeta never come back to her. And I'm committed to making sure of that. Hey, Karen. Now I'm going to take a look at the messages here. If you have questions about different things, come up and ask me the questions. Hey, Lynch, good to see you, brother. Let's see. A lot of questions here. My comments got separated. That's interesting. Hey, Betty. Thank you, Anthony. Let's see. Planet, not plant. Okay. Jersey for life. Let's see. I'm just reading. She has something they want, apparently. Yeah, I think well, yeah. They want her. They want her energy, and that's not happening. Yeah, they also want some of the spiritual stuff she has, and they're not going to get it. Yeah, they came back. Evidently, they thought they were going to pull a big one on the commander, and that I'd forget about that. I'm my consciousness is, you know, I've known Jade enough to know that I didn't trust the Zeta. I never trusted him. Hey, Alicia. And we are going to keep tabs on her right now. So they're not going to be too happy that the commander's now zoomed in up there in upstate New York with my consciousness, and those Zeta need to go. Yeah, Shelbell, I'm early tonight because I'm going to a crystal show tomorrow, everybody. I'm going to go to the big East Coast Gem and Mineral Show once a year, 9th, 10th, and 11th every August. And we go every year, and that's it. I'm just reading people's comments. Thank you for the gift. Let's see. Can I be a guest? I have questions about my experience. Okay, absolutely. We're going to bring you up. And I think it's Broomhilda. Broomhilda.
Hello?
Hey, Broomhilda, good evening. Welcome to the #1 UFO talk show on social media. Glad to have you with us.
Hi, thank you. All
And
right.
I did see your questions. Go ahead. Tell us who you are and give us a little background, and we're just going to get right into it.
My name is Jean. I'm 39. I'm from Michigan, and my first experience was when I was 11 years old in Elkhart, Indiana.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So my first encounter with ETs, like I said, I was 11, and it was during a time where my dad fell ill. He has cirrhosis of the liver, so I went and lived with his brother and his wife. So my first experience was, so this bedroom that my uncle put me in, it had like a gap in the door, so I could see the nightlight. One night, the light just completely blacked out, and
Wow.
my door opened slowly, and this probably, it was shorter than I was, so probably 2 foot, 3 foot thing came into the room, and it like was kind of moving slow until I sat up and I kind of freaked out, and then like it darted towards my bed, like it ran towards me.
Wow. Yeah.
And I screamed, and then and I kicked, and it was gone.
Wow.
And my aunt and uncle came into the room, and since that day, I have been freaked out by ETs, aliens, anything alien. I'm like this. I'm like, oh,
You like that? Yeah.
nope,
Yeah.
nope,
I
nope,
gotcha.
I don't want to see it. Don't want to hear it. That's my
Right,
number
right.
one fear. So everybody always messed with me, like, oh, we're calling the aliens for you when they're outside with
Oh,
the
they calling the aliens for you?
and sending me gifts, pictures.
Right.
I'm like,
Anything to get you freaked out, right?
yeah. So, and I'm not afraid of anything besides aliens. So, fast forward, I had like, I want to say it was a dream, but I'm pretty sure it was more like an astral travel kind of out of body experience. type thing.
Yes.
And I remember like a spaceship, but the spaceships that the ETs use are different than what Hollywood makes them out to look like. You know, they're not what we see on television.
Right. It's different. What did the spaceship look like?
So now, see, now I'm going to be nervous that I'm going to get visited tonight because I'm
No.
talking.
Well, let me tell you something. Don't worry about it. I have, you're gonna, as you probably are new to my show, I'm a contactee from the 60s. I don't come from Earth. I am actually human. I have a job like everybody else. I'm a starseed. I came from Mars, and Mars has a population of 10 to 15 million. I am from the Ashtar Command. If you never heard of it, that's okay. They are the positive beings. They're human, most of them. They look like us. They're about 7, 8 feet tall. My parents are on a spaceship right now, and they watch my show on a monitoring screen. This is a true story. And they're watching it now. And I have 2 sisters and a brother and a mother and father on a spaceship. And so I want to hear your story, and I will help you. They just downloaded an ability for me to help people from where I am. And so I want to hear the rest of your story, and then I want to help you.
Okay, because I've never really, after that incident when I was 11, I didn't really have anything that I can remember from the age of 11 to probably the past, I want to say 4 to 5 years,
Okay.
maybe 6 years.
Okay.
So about, I'm going to say 6 years, give or take. Um, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was just out of body experience because my name,
Right.
Hilda, I do practice witchcraft. I am a psychic medium. I do see auras and all this other stuff. So I believe in spirit. I see spirit. So for me to believe in everything else besides aliens, ETs, people are like, that doesn't make any sense. If you believe in all this other stuff, why don't you believe in this? Because this freaks me out. So
Well,
anyway,
you know why it freaks you out? So really, even the things you say you practice, that also can leave an opening
right.
for these different ETs. So
Yeah.
it might be a hard thing to swallow. It's like telling somebody to stop smoking cigarettes. Now,
Yeah.
I had a father that used to smoke cigarettes all the time. And one day I took all his cigarettes and buried them in the ground. I was a kid, I didn't like it. He got angry at me. I never got hit for it. But I forced him to stop, and I stood my ground. I said, "Nope, you think that's good for you, but you don't realize I'm as a kid. Whatever I said, I just buried the cigarettes. That was the end of it. I
Right.
just took action. That was as a kid. But
Yeah.
sometimes what any vibrational energies you do, whether it's witchcraft or something else, it might bring in the lower vibrational ETs like the Zeta that do the abductions, and therefore say, "Oh, this person." They're doing this, so we can come right in. They don't know what to do. We can come right into their energy. Like you said, the door opened up, the being came in. It was a Zeta. That's what it was. It came up to you, and then it got freaked out because you sat up, and you probably freaked it out, and it was you were freaked out too,
Yeah.
right?
So that's what I'm thinking, that maybe like what I've experienced might be these zetas. I've never really studied ETs or the different forms, different species or whatever. And then you came across my page, and this is my third live I've seen of yours. So with the spaceship, the only thing I really can remember is that to me they try to make it more like of a comfort place. It wasn't like the shiny metal. There wasn't a whole bunch of like fancy
Right.
gadgets. It was just more like maybe like a camouflage, like trying to make it so I felt comfortable in that atmosphere.
And when you were taken astrally off planet, which basically I'm going to get to the point of telling you that you really weren't astral projecting, they actually physically took you. But they
Okay.
made your mind think that you were astral projecting. Many times when you're abducted by the Zeta, they can make you think it's a dream, when in
Okay.
fact it's not a dream at all. So, I just had a terrible dream that Zeta had me in the ship, and it was actually a real experience.
All right.
And I can tell you that because I have a background in this area very strongly. But continue on with your story. I think it's fascinating.
Yeah, so they kind of, like I said, there wasn't like no gadgets like you see on the movies, like the metal and all
Right.
the controls. It felt like they were trying to make me comfortable, camouflage. And it's weird because even though I think they were trying to make me comfortable, it really wasn't, because a lot of time when I'm just going to say the Zetas, because I'm thinking that's probably who's been coming into my life since I was
That's who they are. That's the Zeta. Yeah.
yeah. So I was not close with my dad, and a lot of times when I have these visits, they're taking me back to like my childhood home, which to me wasn't a comfort place, but I think to them it is, because sometimes it looks like it did when I was a kid. Sometimes it's morphed. Looks updated, but my house has been gone for a long time in Detroit, so it's not even there anymore. But every time I wake up, and I know I've been visited by an ET, is because I have markings on me.
Ah.
And it's always in hang on, let me find something. It's always, give me 1 second, sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna
You're
try.
watching Encounters, late night spiritual UFO talk show, and We're live here and direct.
It's always circles, perfect cut circles, and a triangle.
Those are on. So the circles. Now the imprints are they on your arm?
Sometimes they're on my arm, sometimes they're on my hand, on my finger, on the side of my chest, on my elbow, and it's always 3 perfect cut circles.
When's the last time you saw the perfectly cut circles?
This one's different because they're not in the shape of a triangle. They're actually across my knuckles, and they're perfectly rounded, and they're all gapped the same distance.
Okay, interesting.
So, and people are like, oh, that's probably whatever, but like I said, they're perfect circles, and they're within, like, the measurements between them are always the same. There's like no big gaps. Wow. They're always symmetrical. So it's always weird. So that's when I know I've been visited if I don't remember.
Yeah. Right.
So I'll wake up and I'll see the markings on me.
Yeah. So when's the last time the markings happened? Can you tell us, our audience, when the last time?
These markings happened last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
And how long have these markings happened to you? Like, can you give us like a time period when it began, the markings?
When I was younger, I don't remember any markings, but probably within the past probably six years.
So you've had really more than that. You've had 6 years, which I believe are abduction. You've been abducted, as I'm listening to your story. You've been abducted by the Zeta for 6 years. Including in 2024, the Zeta have been abducting you, and that you have a little bit of a memory, and the markings are the only thing you have to show for it, is the fact that when they abducted you, whatever they did to your body, they had these markings they do, and they've been abducting you.
Yeah. So Jojo, the markings, they do go away, but they kind of last for a while. I'm going to say they probably last for almost 2 weeks or so. 2 weeks. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's how I know. Like, 'cause when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, okay, I had this feeling. I dreamt of this. So then, like, I search my body, but it's always either on my hands, on my arms, or like on the side of my chest, somewhere. Like in these areas, they're all in the same place.
Yeah, you're definitely having, like, I read energy from people on my show, and you're definitely being abducted by the Zeta. And they're not letting you remember what they're doing to you, but they are doing stuff to you, obviously, to have the markings. They're using something on your physical body. That's why you're having the markings. I'm not sure what they're trying to do, but they are doing something to you. I've been given abilities from the Ashtar Command recently by my father, that I'm able to do some things here. I've just slowly been trying to figure out how to use the abilities, but I would like to work with you on my show here, and I will personally try to do this myself. This is really new for me, so I don't know how powerful what they've given me off planet is, how to work with people like in this situation, but I'm going to really want to help you here.
Are the Zetas, okay, so you know how on television, Hollywood, how they portray like the aliens, with the big like teardrop faces.
Right.
Are those the Zetas?
They're one type of Zetas. Some Zetas are like a totally round face. Some are like a chin like going down with big eyes. Some have smaller eyes. There are different types of Zeta from the Zeta Reticuli system, but these are Zetas that have been abducting you.
Okay, and those are the ones that I fear are the ones with the big, like the almond, big black eyes.
Yes, they're the ones who've been abducting you. I would like to help you on my show if you'll give me permission to do so.
Yes.
So I'm going to try to do something. I've not done it. I know my father and my family members on the ship are watching me right now, so I'm going to try to help you. And so here we go. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to clear your consciousness. I want you to take a deep breath in and then out of your nostrils 3 or 4 times, please. I'm going to switch over into my Astro Command mode, please. I'm asking the command to make sure I'm activated to help her with the download in my physical being. Thank you. And I'm going to use the palm of my hand pretty much, which is what I use. I'm sending energy through your whole house now. It's an invisible energy. We're going to clear all the energy in all the rooms, everywhere. If there's a basement or no basement, we're clearing all the energies. I'm doing that from here. The Astro Command has a lot of things I have to do, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to put an energy field myself around your property. So I'm using my hands as an invisible force field around your home. And again, it's the first time I'm doing this on anybody, so I'm hoping this is going to work. And I can feel the energy around your body. This is really interesting. I can feel the energy. So we're going to put a force field of light around your body, a Christed light force field around your body right now. There's a lot of heat energy coming out of my palms when I'm doing this. And we're going to try to pull out the implants. Again, it's the first time I'm doing this. Relax. We're putting a Christed protection. I'm putting a Christed protection around you. Your energy should be shifting now as I'm doing this. Wow, this is really intense. The energy is really intense. How are you feeling at the moment?
I do see white light around me. I did have some like heaviness and some warmth. And then I had like a pulling at my ankle, which is weird because I never noticed any markings on my ankle. But when you said like the implants, I felt like a pulling at my ankle.
Yes, I'm taking them out. I personally am taking the implants out and I'm setting them back up off planet to be destroyed.
And then when you said like putting energy, even if I have a basement or no basement, I do have a set of stairs going out to my front door, which I did hear a couple of bumps when you said that.
Yeah. What I'm doing is taking out all the negative energy from these ETs that they probably are using at lower level. We're clearing all the energy out of that lower level where the stairs are. What I'm doing is amping up Christed frequencies of light in every room in your house. And when I get doing this, they will not be able to do this anymore.
That's funny because you said that and the whiteness I was seeing was like kind of dimming down, but then it flared back up. So it's like super bright white light now.
Yes. Yes, I'm sending you energy, healing energy here. We're going to heal your whole cellular structure of your body. Again, I'm only using the palm of my hands to do this. And for me, brothers and sisters, this is a new activation from my father on the ship. So I want to thank him for giving me this ability to do this, to help. I'm going to put a beam of light. We're shooting a beam of light into what is called the lower level of your foundation, where the stairs are. We're going to blast a beam of light through that area. Right now, we're going to beam a light through every room and around the perimeters of the ground level of your house. I'm sending a beam of light there too. I'm doing this from my location. The palm of my hands are all very warm right now, so I'm very activated. Your body will now feel completely better. It's going to feel a lot of warm energy, and I'm infusing light energy into your cellular structure. And I can feel the energy around your physical body, on the outer part of your body as I'm moving my hands. Even though I'm here and you're there, I can feel above your head, your side area that I'm working on right now. Okay. Wow. How do you feel?
I feel better. I feel lighter, and I definitely felt the energy pull right here
Yes.
from my head. Before
Yes, you had some things they put into your mind, some sort of implants. We just took all the implants out of your body.
So, and it's weird because, like, certain areas I could actually feel like sensation, like the head, and my ankle, which, like I said, I've never even noticed any markings on my ankle, but I could feel it. So
yeah, an implant can be put in without them marking an area, and that's what they did. So they implanted things, and you didn't even know they implanted them, but I did, and what I did is I took all the implants out. You should be feeling much better.
All right. Well,
and the energy in your stairways. Go ahead.
I was gonna say is that when you came across my feed the other day, and like just watching you, like yesterday when you told I believe it was Star Girl, I believe that was her name.
Yes.
About focusing more on like her meditation. I tried to, before I went to bed, I tried to meditate. Because everybody was talking about like which planet they were from or what connection they felt to a planet, and I was trying to figure out what my connection was to a planet. And I'm like, what if I'm like sending like little signals out and like stuff?
Saying come in. So here's a simple thing. I want you to say this is very important. This is so important. So possibly like the cigarette thing I said. Now, and again, I don't tell people whether you're a witch or an angel, whatever.
Yeah.
But part of it is whatever you practice sometimes will allow them to come in. And if you're not totally wrapped around your whole life on the witchcraft or this or that, if you're willing to let go of some of that stuff, it's also going to be needed to clear the energy in your house too.
Okay.
And that's going to be a key thing. I'm getting messages from the command to tell you this, because that is part of the reason I able to come, because you're dealing with energies that are not of the highest levels, and therefore they feel they can just come and do what they want. That's why they were abducting. Okay, so what I want to do is something very important to you. I want you to close your eyes, and I always do this with people after I've done helping them, clear the energy out of their bodies and get the implants out, which I'm doing personally now. I want you to say, I am a Christed being of light.
I'm a Christed being of light.
You have to say it loud.
I'm a Christed being of light.
And I will no longer be abducted ever again.
And I will no longer be abducted ever again.
I'm a beautiful star being of light.
I'm a beautiful star being of light.
And I will find my star family.
And I will find my star family.
And you will find a star family. You can open your eyes now. That's simple. See? Mm-hmm. And so what you're going to do is do about 20-30 minutes of meditation. You don't have to do a whole 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I want you to use a lot of ambient music on YouTube. There's tons of good stuff.
Yeah, I use ambient. Too.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
Look at the ambient Christ conscious music, which is an ambient Christ consciousness type sound, a vibration. Mm-hmm. Use that for about 20 minutes in free time. Just clear everything out. Don't have, get TV off, whatever. Just focus, and say, I wish to connect with my cosmic Christed family of light, and say it in your meditations. And it might take you a year, it might take you 2 weeks, but eventually when you hear a response, you have to ask them, are you Christed beings of light? If you're not, you cannot communicate with me. So you have to set that perimeter. You're empowered as a person to do this, and it's your body, it's your consciousness. So you have the power to say, who are you? Are you a Christed being of light? Or are you not a Christed being of light? And if they don't answer you, then you just cut the communications off. That's simple.
See, now when I do go into meditation state, or if I'm trying to travel, like astral project, I always do say a prayer, like to protect me and stuff like that. And I do set an anchor. So I don't know, is like when I'm meditating, yes, sometimes I do fall asleep and I drift off, and then like I'll come back. So do you think during that time of meditation, when I drift off completely, is that when that's like sending that energy out to the Zeta to come in and
Yeah. Well, it has been, because you didn't have any, even though you're putting some sort of protection around you. What I'm giving you now is a much stronger protection, because the Zeta don't like beings that are connecting with Christ consciousness, because they're not Christ consciousness. You have to understand the Zeta and even the reptilians are not operating in Christ consciousness. But if you now realize you are a Christ being of light and you're operating in Christ consciousness, and you put that shield around you and you say, no, you cannot touch me, I'm a Christ being of consciousness, you must leave me alone. When you set the parameters, they will not come back. They only take advantage of people that don't know how to protect themselves and don't know who they are. So before you didn't know who your connection was. Now, being on my show, I've given you some pointers to know that you are a Christed being of light. You're not just a human being. And now you have some sort of a focus where you can discipline yourself in meditation to eventually make contact with your star family. Because everybody has a star family, but they don't all know who it is. It'll all happen eventually for everybody. In your case, you will eventually meet your star family, which is, without the Zeta interrupting you, you'll be able to make contact at some point.
And what's weird is that, so my mark on my hand, right? It hasn't bothered me. And since all of this meditation and you pulling out energy, it's starting to itch and it's starting to get warm. So I've been sitting over here rubbing on it.
Are you rubbing it? So what I've done is I've infused light energy into your physical body. What I did is they've given me the ability to infuse light energy. You won't see it, but it is there. It's a light energy that goes through your whole body. When that light energy went into your body, it was taking out the implants and was also clearing every cellular structure in your body when I was doing this just now. So that's why you're feeling all that warmth, because you have no more implants. I took them all out. I physically myself, I took them out, but they told me I have to just give them back up to the Creator, which I do, and the Creator deals with it. But that's what I do. So I don't hold on to anything I'm going to be doing now when I do this. I just have to make sure I don't hold on to it. I just get rid of it.
Right, yeah.
So you're blessed. You're healed and you're loved. And
Thank you so much.
the command loves you. We love you. And as you shift your consciousness into this realm, make sure any materials you have, any books, anything that is of a lower vibration, you need to get rid of it. And do you have crystals in your house?
I do. I have tons of crystals.
You have tons of crystals. So, but anything that is not serving purpose, that will stay at a low vibrational pattern, just get rid of it. You don't need it. Let go of it. You're now being on this show right now, look at yourself as now a galactic, beautiful person. You're going into a new shift of energy. You're going to change from who you were, and you're going to find yourself blooming like a flower of a rainbow. So very beautiful.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. You are.
Thank you. So you came across my page for a reason.
Yes. Things happen, right?
Right.
Things do happen.
They do.
And now you're part of our large tribe of viewers from all over the world, so we appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all your help. I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you even more. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna bring you off the ship gently here.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Okay. This is what I do. This is a new thing for me, folks. The command. My father gave me some abilities less than a few nights ago. I guess I was on the ship, and I wasn't physically on there, but I was on the ship out of my body, and he did something that activated something in me to do this healing work. So I'm not sending ships over to anybody I don't need to. Plus, the ships need to be doing mission work for the command to help the planet and doing what they need to do. So I respect that. So I've been given, for now, the ability to help people and take out implants and all that stuff. So everything you're seeing here is real. Everything I do is real. I don't come to this planet. I am fully activated. I am a talk show host, yes. I've been doing radio for about 21 years with Cosmic Eye Radio and NPR Radio. And I feel very humbled, and I feel very blessed to be able to help people. And I have no ego. When I help people that have had these problems, I now will help them. We'll get rid of the implants, and they will be destroyed. Thank you, Lisa. Scrub says, Commander, please, my mom is in hospice. Please, Grace. Well, I hope she heals. I don't know that I have any abilities for hospice patients. My abilities are really, they told me to help people that were implanted, had abductions. I really don't know what the reach out of my abilities are now, so I'm taking it very slow. Yes, Sue. Yes, she was feeling it. So I really take what I do seriously on my show. I really don't want to see anybody abducted anymore by any ETs, and I will do everything I can to stop it. You know, I will. I'm committed to that. I also love the fact that we have people out there who are not being abducted, who do have beautiful contact and are actually physically having contact with men and women from other planets. I've had those interviews too. So it's all very important. And I think it's a rainbow of different experiences that people are having. So I'm able to handle most of it. Thank goodness I've got a background in all this subject matter for many years. I wake up by 3 a.m. daily, Loretta says. Interesting. Not by choice. Let's see, Loretta. I'm listening to you, what you're saying. You wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, not by choice. Okay, no, I don't have a job. Okay, but you're waking up at 3 a.m. Okay, but you're waking up at 3 a.m. You're waking up from being asleep at 3 a.m. Do you know why you're waking up at 3 a.m.? Loretta, do you know why you're waking up? Can you give me a little bit of background? You don't know why you're waking up. It's been years. A lot of people experience the 3 a.m. wake-ups. I used to wake up at 3 a.m. when I was a kid, and I would see spaceships out my window. When I lived in Long Island as a kid, I'd see spheres of light, green light, fiery objects. I saw a green orb in my closet, Commander. Was it my Sky family, Nessa 77? Nessa 77, I want to bring you up. I need to talk to Nessa 77. Let's see if she'll come up. Nessa 77, you'll be our second guest. I'd like to have you on the screen here, and here is Nessa. It's wonderful to have Nessa with us on Encounters. Hey Nessa, how are you?
Hello, Commander. How
Can
are
you hear
you?
me?
I'm great. Yes, I can. Thank you.
Well, I'm great. Good. I'm glad to have you with us. And tell us a little bit of background about your experience, and I'll try to help you out.
So basically, a couple weeks ago, my wife and I saw a UFO spaceship in the sky. It looked like a star. It was flying around. It was going all directions, crazy. It started to disappear and reappear as confirmation for us, and we had such like an abundant feeling of love and happiness. It was awesome. And then a few nights ago, I thought the closet was open, and it was just really odd in the night. And when I was looking, it was actually shut, but I could see like a green orb inside.
Really?
Yes.
Do you know how big the orb was that was inside the closet?
It was not very large. It was probably like the size of like a small melon.
Oh, wow, that's small. So how did you
Yes,
feel when that happened?
I felt confused because we just moved to this house, so I wasn't sure what was going on. I looked out my window to see if there was like a laser pointing in. This was just me in the night and like what I did. And then I just felt like it was fine and I went back to sleep and I didn't say anything to my wife who was sleeping. She probably
Okay.
appreciated that, but
Probably, yeah. So do you think, and this is a good question, Amity says fairy orbs. So do you think it was related to the spaceship? Do you think it might have been a fairy as an orb looking thing? What were you sensing from it?
I'm not really sure. I felt like it was definitely a glowing light. I didn't feel scared or anything.
Okay.
Someone else I follow on TikTok, I think it's Interdimensional Beings, said that I would maybe start seeing my star family. So I'm just trying to
And
connect with them right now. So I'm not sure.
when did that orb happen? What day was that on or night? Or when did that happen?
I don't know exactly, but it was this week, like just a few nights ago.
This week, a few nights ago. So this is really real people. She's having this experience, and it happened a few nights ago. You also see a spaceship, correct?
Yes, we saw a spaceship flying around. It was so crazy because first a huge meteor went by. We heard it
Wow.
sizzling. And so we were watching because we thought there'd be more meteors, but instead we saw this other star just going absolutely crazy in the sky and north, east, southwest, like it was flying all around and then disappearing, reappearing.
Wow.
It was wild. Yes.
And when you were watching that spaceship, like I always ask people, how did you feel? Like, what kind of energy were you getting from that ship when you were just watching it?
We felt so excited and we actually were so happy after and we were just like pumped up.
Yeah, yeah. So I get the feeling from just the short time I'm talking to you, you felt excited. There was no fear of this spaceship. You felt a connection, correct?
Yes.
Do you think, and this is always a good question, I love asking every guest since I've been on here since 2003, that's having these connections. So do you think they know you were looking at their ship?
Yes, I think they did know. So there's another girl on here. Her name's Nebula. She teaches you how to contact.
Oh, I
So
know
I
Nebula,
was
yeah.
doing, yeah, so I was doing what she says, which is just to send love out. And we've just been sending love up. We bought a new house and we love it. We have a whole acre plus,
Oh, good.
and we just have this giant field, and we're in
Oh,
the
wow.
woods. We're in Connecticut in the woods, and we're just so grateful to be there because we went through hell to get there. But we were so happy. And it was disappearing and reappearing. And that's what Nebula said was confirmation if you ask them. And so
Yeah.
I literally asked in my mind, like, are you a spaceship? And it disappeared and came back.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they're basically higher dimensional or higher vibrational beings. Now, I'm in Connecticut too, as you probably well know, and we have a group, and you're going to be invited with your better half to join us in Madison, Connecticut. We're going to be doing an Ashtar Command CE5 contact on the water on Long Island Sound at the beach on September 14th. And you should probably email me, and we'll connect with you guys to let you know what we're doing. And we use the CE5 app from Dr. Stephen Greer, but we also have our own protocol, which is an Ashtar Command protocol spiritually, to integrate that with Dr. Stephen Greer's protocol to make visual contact. So our goal has been for years to eventually have physical contact with space people. And that's what we're getting. You know, obviously, we want to see the spaceships over the Long Island Sound show up, but we also want to have physical contact in a safe environment. And on this beach, it's safe. There's not a lot of people around. There is like a facility there right behind us. There are seats and benches, so it has everything we need. But we're right on the water, so definitely you're invited to that too.
That's awesome. Thanks so much, Commander.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a few people. My friend Chesno, he's one of my moderators. He's part of our group. There's a few people, and we've been doing this for over 13 years. So, but your experience with the orb in the closet, that to me is fascinating. One of the things I think you can do to facilitate contact, because you're having a very positive vibe with the spaceship, is you can ask them, do you know how to use your telepathic abilities?
I have been working on that, trying to receive my gifts. So,
So it's really easy. It's not really as hard as people think it is. All you have to do is just close your eyes, like you're talking to me and we're having a conversation, or you would talk to your wife or whatever. It's just you have it without speaking in words, like moving your lips or whatever. So you're basically you're closing your eyes and saying, I wish to communicate with my star family of light that showed their ship. And you can ask, if you can hear me speaking internally through my consciousness, can you tell me where you're from, who you are, and everything? You can ask questions, and eventually you'll get a response. It might not be the same day, it might take a while, but if you practice it in the meditation, you can actually get a response.
I love that. I'm going to try that.
Yeah. Anything I can do to help you as a new friend of the show, I'm here to help you, because I work with the Astro Command. I've been doing this stuff for years. I'm a contactee, so I completely understand how exciting it can be to have that happen. And I think that if you're able to do the telepathy, that's what they can hear you. When you're speaking through consciousness has no limitation. It goes right into space. And you can make that contact with them. And I'd be very excited when the time comes when you say, Commander, I finally made contact with them. I finally had a conversation with them. I'll love to hear that when you eventually have it. Take your time with it. There's no rush. You will eventually make the contact. I'm pretty sure you will.
Oh my God, I'm psyched. All right, thanks so much. I'll definitely touch base back when that happens.
Yeah, and you can message me about our C5 event September 14th. I'll be mentioning it more as we get closer to next month. But it's a pleasure having you on here. I'm glad you're in Connecticut. I'm happy that you shared your story with us.
Thanks so much.
Okay, Nessa, take care. Many blessings to you.
You too.
All right, we're going to let Nessa down the ship here very carefully. And that was Nessa. Let me see. We have two people on my queue here. And let me see. I'm going to bring on Iam and then Donna. Iamaya. We'll bring Iamaya up.
Iamaya.
Hi.
Iamaya, welcome to the show.
Hi. How do I?
Turn your Bluetooth.
Wait.
The Bluetooth. Turn it off.
Turn it on.
No, turn it off. Your Bluetooth.
It is off.
The Bluetooth. It is off.
Yeah. I don't
know why I'm coming.
Oh, here we go. There.
Okay. Here you go. Sometimes because I work with the Astro Command, I come through people's phones. And that's what's happening right now.
Well, yeah, well, actually what happened was I didn't save it. I don't know how to use this thing very much, but yeah, I got my shields up pretty high. It's kind of hard they do find their way through, but I have to tell you what recently happened to me. I got my shirt on. I just made my shirt.
Oh, good.
I don't know if you remember me.
Yes, a while ago.
Yeah, I'm in Vermont.
Yes.
Yes. So I don't know if I told you, but I was going to be I went to be a speaker at the new UFO Now conference. It was in Florida. Did you hear about that one?
You're having a reverb. There's a reverb on sound.
Is there?
Yeah.
Maybe it's where I'm
Something. Wow, it's crazy.
How's that?
Okay. Much better. No, I'm coming through. But you're sounding good, but I can't stop myself. Wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. Okay. Now I am not okay, so I'm gonna put your speaker back on, and I'm not going to reverberate over your thing here. So I'm going to turn you back on. Everyone can hear me, hopefully. I'm going to turn you back on so you can speak when you're done speaking. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, how's that? Is that better? I look terrible as you are.
You're good. I'm going to unlock the microphone because I'm reverberating on your phone. So let me just do this here. All right. Okay, let's do this. Okay. All right, you can unlock your phone, your mic, and you can talk, and I'll just be quiet. Let's see here. Okay, good.
How's that?
It's still going to reverberate, but I'm going to listen to you, and then I'll respond.
Okay, so I got offered to be a speaker at the conference. It was the same conference that Laura Eisenhower was going to be at. Did you hear that?
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'm friends with her actually. I've interviewed her a few times, and so I have a connection with her. But it was my first time meeting her in person. So, anyways, that's besides the point.
Right.
So I don't know if you remember, but I have a spaceship and I have a crew, and we're like the real Star Trek. We travel the universe, and I take people on journeys when I do my hypnosis sessions, right? My QHHT sessions. And so I had this stupid idea that I thought it'd be a great idea to do a journey at the conference. And so it was very, very strange. I had some unusual people come up to me. I did a session. I had a cyborg approach me. Like, I had all kinds of crazy shit happen.
You're getting a very high-pitched noise. There's a high-pitched reverb. I don't know how to get rid of it. I hear other things like I hear sounds coming through.
Maybe a fan? How do I clear my...
Do you have like any kind of... Okay, that stopped now. What'd you do? Okay, you turned it. So there's something like, it's really like intense. You know, and I wish I can control the... Maybe, yeah, if you have headphones, someone's saying use headphones. Do you have any headphones?
I'm in the radio studio, so maybe that's what it is.
Oh, the radio station studio, okay.
Yeah, let me come outside.
Okay. Wow. It's still happening. This is really a bummer.
They don't want me to tell you.
No, it's not that. This is when I talk to people, I sometimes interfere with their phones.
Maybe if I
do you have headphones? Any kind of headphones? Man, this thing.
I don't think
I'll tell you. I'm gonna bring you out and I'll bring you back in. Hold it.
Okay.
Let me just do this here. Okay, let's see what's going on here. No, I can't even disconnect. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're going to try that again. Now, sometimes, and again, I don't know why this is happening. Sometimes, I mean, I don't know if it's me, but I affect other people's phones. And it's, it might be beyond the technology, but I'm going to try to bring it back on. I'm going to try to bring her back on, and I hope we can... Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we're still having a problem. It's like interference. It's a weird thing.
Is my mic too loud, maybe, if I turn it down?
Turn your mic down for a minute.
How's that?
Lower more.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go lower more. It's going away.
Oh, it's not going to do it.
Yeah, I can hear you. But I'm still reverberating. But it is better. It's much better.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay. My God. Okay. So, let me try to get through this really quick for you. So,
I came home from the event, right? It was 4 days. You got that part?
Yeah.
I had one of my Cosmic Crusader people go under hypnosis and go back in time to before we arrived at the resort to find out what was really going on without what we couldn't see, and to scan the place for any like portals or ships. Can I tell you, I will never go to another conference again.
Why?
So I did a hypnosis session there, right? Apparently, I had only 5 people go under. Somehow, I don't know how many of them were human. They hijacked my ship. They put cameras on my ship. They put a drone underneath my ship to track it. They tainted the water system. I literally had to destroy my ship. And my ship was a Pleiadian ship, and her name is Tandori, and she was pissed. She said it was bullshit what they did to her, and she's never cursed or anything like that. So I had her evolve and shed that ship and get bigger and brighter. I was able to save her consciousness. But when we went back to look, and I know you got 200 people watching, and this isn't the first time I'm exposing this. So here we go, TikTok. Whoever's watching, this is only for you guys. It was a setup. It was a setup. There was a negative alien conference on top of our conference. And
Wait a minute. So you had a conference, and there was another conference that was a UFO conference as well?
Aliens were having their own conference right above us, and they were looshing off of people's energies. And there was many kinds. There was dog people, there was ant people, there was grays, there was all kinds. And half the people at the resort weren't even human. The little girl that was next to me wasn't even human. Half these people that were there at the conference weren't human. When my friend seen it under hypnosis, she freaked out. She couldn't believe it. But I did. I sensed it, and I knew, but I needed confirmation. So apparently people know about this. They know that the aliens hijack people, but I don't think they know it like this. Those events are specifically designed to gather you together so they can get access to you. It's not good. This community is so convoluted. There's so many people in the community that aren't even real, that are there just to get you to find out who you are. It's so messed up.
Years ago. Let me just do this for a minute. Hold on.
No, I don't sound like Kamala Harris. Not today.
I stay away from conferences. Years ago, I went to some really good conferences where there were really good people. There are conferences out there that are really more light-oriented, but there are conferences that are strictly this UFO conferences where they talk about negative ETs, and that's all they talk about the whole time. For years of those conferences. They don't change their aspects. They are stuck in an energy field that is of a low vibration, so therefore I will never go. There's too many of those types of conferences still. I've stayed away from them after the 1980s or whatever. I didn't see any conferences. I went to one in MUFON once. I don't go to conferences. I work with the Astro Command. I don't go to any conferences, and I just don't do it. I really think people need to be just getting tuned into their star family and Christ consciousness, and if people just do those 3 things, that is the most important thing people can do right now. I work directly with the Astro Command. I've talked to them on my show before. My mother, my father, my 2 sisters and brother are on the same ship as my sister April in Vermont, who is always going on the ship. And there's a group of 5 of us that are physically going to be taken off the ship probably by next year. There's a lot of stuff going on. I always unmuted you so I don't feedback on your phone. Now I'm going to unmute you, and then you can actually speak. Let's see here. Or you can unmute yourself. There you go.
Yes. Yeah, somebody wanted to know why do I have a ship? Because I do quantum healing hypnosis, and I've taken it to the next level. And so I have my own spaceship, and we travel the universe. We're like Star Trek. We save aliens, and we do rescue missions, and we all do all kinds of stuff. But these people that I went to in the conference, they were all very nice people. Everybody was nice. Everybody was so supportive. They were, comforting each other. I mean, there was like talk about negative aliens, but there was a lot of super soldier stuff there. And, that is a really dark alley. And maybe that, I don't know if they're part of it or if that's part, I don't know. All I know is it was some other shit. I can't really say everything that.
Yeah, we got to be careful of the language because TikTok threw me off the other.
Say what?
We have to be careful of the languaging because TikTok threw me off the other.
Yeah. Well, I can't really say a whole lot anyways, but what I've already said is common knowledge, apparently. People have been talking about these conferences being hijacked. And so I just thought I'd share my recent story with you because there has been a series of unfortunate events that have happened since then. And everybody that I know that has been to the conference has been experiencing all kinds of craziness that has been happening. And I shield and protect myself. And when she went under to see what was going on, because I walk with dragons and I have dragons that protect me, nothing could get close to me. But when I was sleeping, even though I shield and protect myself in my sleep, they were able to get in when we slept, and they took DNA samples from us. They tagged all the kids. That's what really pissed me off, is when they messed with the kids. That's what, because I brought my daughter and my friend had her 3-month-old baby. And so she's a little shooken up still over what she saw. She's a little scared. She went back to Jesus and Christianity. She's like, I don't want to do aliens no more. She's like so scared of what she saw. But I'm like just trying to remind her, like, it's the reality. This is what it is. Be glad that you don't see it in broad daylight, because it was some craziness. It was crazy. It was really crazy. That's all I can say. But
I'll tell you. Let me do this here. Okay, there we go. So before you go, I'd like to do something. I've been downloaded by my father with the ability to do things more and more. And I'd like to do a blessing for you and a healing energy for you if you like. I'd be happy to do that for you. You can go on your mic if you wish.
say that again.
So I'd like to do for you is I'd like to do a Christed healing energy. I work with the Astral Command directly. I have energy that they've empowered me with in my physical. I've helped people before they did this. I was doing this early in 2023 when I first started on TikTok. I would do healings before I even had a show. I was doing different things, but they've amplified my ability to do healings. And what I'd like to do for you as a gift is set a healing energy of light around you, if you let me do it.
I do shield myself and protect myself.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I can't hear the vibration. I just would like to amp it up more as a gift. I want to amp it up 10 times higher. Let me get you on the mic. Turn the mic on.
I said, I think I'm okay right now.
You okay?
I appreciate it.
Okay.
I think I'm okay. I'm at the radio station right now, and I got all kinds of stuff around me. But I appreciate you. I would love to talk to you off this channel and and not be like on the channel. And everything.
Of course.
But yeah.
All right, Maya. Well, I want to thank you for being here. Next time we have you on, we're going to have to figure out how to get rid of the feedback thing. Because you're a fascinating person. That feedback is like just, I got my ear pods on here, and I also work in radio on NPR radio, so we're both in the radio field. But yeah, we'll have to get rid of that feedback. I want to thank Maya for being on here, folks. I'm going to let you have some last words. what's it, W107.7?
That's my radio station I'm at, WVEW 107.7. It's community radio.
Oh, good.
That's what I'm doing right now. So, I can interview you and have you on my radio show.
We'll have to do that. We'll have to schedule it.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It was nice talking to you again.
All right, you too.
Take care.
All right. Let's see here. All right. Man, it'd been beautiful if they didn't have the feedback. I can't figure out why the feedback's happening. But anyway, we'll have her on again. She wants to do an interview with me on her radio station. I'll do it one day. She has her own protection. She feels she's okay. It's definitely a cool story. I wish there was no feedback, but that's why I tried to put my mic on mute to let her to hear what she's saying. You're watching Encounters, the late night spiritual talk show, and we started at 10 o'clock. This is great. Let's see. I do have another guest. Who was it that wanted to come up? I think Goddess. Goddess wanted to join us here. I'm going to go backwards. I do see people's things here. Goddess, where are you? And let's see. Eloise Silver says, I've been seeing blue lights on my wall, and I've been feeling someone in my room. Eloise, we're going to have to bring you up here. Eloise, you'll be our next guest. Eloise Silver, 96. Hi, Eloise Silver. How are you?
I'm okay. You have sent 5 ships before to my house, and now I'm seeing blue lights on my wall, and I feel that somebody's in here. And I couldn't sleep last night.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not doing the ship thing anymore because the command needs those ships to do work right now. That's really important. But my father gave me the ability to do healing energy work, and so I've been blessed with that. And so tell us about the blue lights since the last time we spoke and what's going on.
I was laying on my bed, and I don't know, I just glanced at the wall and it turned blue. It was little and it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And I said, oh, what the heck is happening? I looked all around and I felt like somebody was here. And I said, oh, I can feel things, but I can't see them.
Right.
That's about it.
So since the last time we spoke, how are you feeling in general?
I felt pretty good. Everything just went away, but it's starting to start again. And I said, what's happening?
So how you can prevent that is, now remember, you are now empowered to say no.
Yes.
You're empowered to say no. So all you have to do is say, I am a Christed being of light. You're not allowed to be here and you must leave. That's all you've got to do.
Okay.
That's all you got to do. Unless, if you do that, they will not be able to interfere with you.
Okay.
If you don't do that, they're going to think, oh, she doesn't know what she's doing. But if you
I could tell
say
him, get out of my house, get out of here.
Yeah, basically, you're going to say, I'm a Christed being of light, get out of my house.
Christ being of light. Okay, Christ being of light.
That's very important. The word Christ is a very powerful word. Energetically, in the universe, that word is, many of the beings from other planets are Christed beings of light.
Uh-huh.
When you as a human being invoke the fact that I am a Christed being of light, you better get out of my house and don't come back again.
Okay.
They're gonna have to listen to you. You know?
I'll try that.
Yeah. Just don't even try it. Just do it.
Okay, I'll do it. I'm gonna do it tonight because I don't want to be bothered. I want to go to sleep.
Right. And the word try, kind of like
I know.
the word in the vocabulary of a human being. When you say I'm going to try that,
Yes.
I think I'm going to try it, but it's not going to work. I'll try it. But if you say, I'm going to do it, and it's going to work, you just got to do it.
Okay.
What now about the light, the blue light? What did you feel about that? Can you tell us what you felt?
I just looked at it and I said, "Oh wow, what's happening?" It just felt weird. I seen walls before turn green when
Hmm.
I was younger, and now I'm starting to see blue.
Right. So the blue that you're seeing, how do you feel about that blue energy? What is that? What are you getting from that?
It felt good. It didn't feel nothing bad about it.
Okay, so that's good. The blue energy, obviously, for me, when I hear you say blue, I wasn't feeling any negative energy either. I'm just saying use the Christed thing. If you have any negative feelings of something, that's when you use it. But if it's blue and you're feeling a sense of peace and that it's not negative, it could be a blue energy from a higher vibrational being that's kind of like just saying we're there.
Oh
Yes, you didn't know that, did you?
no. Okay,
Yeah.
and then I could feel somebody just tap on my bed.
Now, the tapping on your bed, when you have that happening, Eloise, what does that feel like?
I'm not scared. I don't have no fear or anything. It just like doesn't let me go to sleep.
Right, but are you feeling that being that's tapping on your bed is a positive energy trying to get your attention or a negative energy?
I feel like just leave me alone. I
Right,
don't want to
but
be
how do you
bothered.
but how do you feel about the energy of what is happening?
I don't feel
That
anything bad about it.
okay.
I feel
You know,
good. I didn't feel.
right. So, yeah, I don't think it's negative either. I think it could be potentially, again, I'm not 100% sure, it could be your star family's trying to get your attention. It could
Oh,
be. And the reason I say that, because the blue light represents a very beautiful energy as I'm listening to your story.
uh huh.
Uh, and if you're not feeling a negative energy from the tapping, what you need to do is ask the question, if it ever happens again, who's ever tapping on my bed, are you a star being from another planet? You have to be
Okay,
very
star.
specific.
Okay,
You need
star.
to ask questions. All
Okay.
right. You can't just sit there and say, "Okay, you're tapping," and just say,
I say
"Okay."
get out of my house.
And so, I mean, yeah. So doesn't resolve the answer to what's happening at that moment. You know, that
Okay.
doesn't solve anything. You need to
Okay.
ask the question. So if it was a tap on my bed, I'd be saying, "Who are you? What star system are you from? Are you a Christ, the being of light?" So if it
Okay.
happens again, ask it, "What is your name? Are you a Christ, the being of light? Am I part of your star family? And have you been trying to communicate with me?" And ask it also, is it connected to the blue light you saw, the
Okay.
round light?
Okay.
Ask those questions. You need to.
Okay. I'll do that
And
definitely.
then I want you to tell me when it happens again, when you did that, what the answers were, okay?
Okay. I will.
That's your cosmic assignment from Encounters.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Always good to. I'm glad you came back. I didn't feel anything negative when you're telling me.
Uh
So all
huh.
you've got to do is just follow my directions, and I think
Okay.
there's going to be some interesting story to tell the next time you're on the show.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Always take care, and we
You
appreciate
too.
you.
Okay. Bye bye.
We're going to let you down the ship here on Encounters. This is the #1 spiritual UFO talk show on social media. I don't care if there's some big talk show host on three-piece suits on YouTube. I don't care if they have a studio. This is where it's happening, folks, right here. Let me see. Let's see. Donna Nelson. Donna is going to be our next guest. Donna Nelson. Well, I'm going to welcome her in a moment. Once the TikTok thing stops doing its thing. China, thank you for the roses. We appreciate it. And I think we're going to set some new goals here while we're doing stuff here. So I'm pinning my subscription goal. I've got the coffee thing going there. So if you want to give me some coffee, I have a coffee thing as my goal in the TikTok gifts. And hopefully we can have Donna on here. The TikTok thing is rotating. Donna, we're going to try to bring you back up here. Hold on a minute. We're going to try to get Donna back up. Where's Donna? Donna, are you out there? And welcome to our show, everybody. This is Encounters, the late night UFO talk show. We started at 10 tonight. We're going to go till 12 midnight because we're going to like the biggest crystal show in New England on the East Coast. The East Coast Gem and Mineral Show. I'm going to go crystal crazy tomorrow. And when I come back with crystals, thank you, Mixmasters, for becoming a subscriber. When I come back with crystals, I will share my crystals with everybody on Encounters. I have no idea what the crystals are yet, but I'm going to go crystal crazy at this show tomorrow. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. And we'll not be broadcasting it live. Some people said, Commander, will you be going live at the crystal show? Nope, it's family time. I'm just going to be really tuned into family versus the TikTok technology and the cell phone and everything else. Good to have everybody with us here. And if you are having encounters, Susan Mary, good to see you. It is fun, Lisa, absolutely. If you're having encounters with positive space people, you want to tell me your story, become a guest on my show. I have found these orb people seen all over had something to do with UFOs. Interesting, Alicia. I hope, yes, we're excited tomorrow. It's going to be a big day. Crystal crazy, I call it, for me anyway. So if you've had any kind of experience, either being positive as a contactee, are you having, how many people here? We have 227 great people all over the world watching the show. How many of you right now are having physical contact with space people? Not dream state, physical contact. Tell me. I know some people aren't. You will eventually, the ones that aren't. The ones that are, please come forward. Don't be afraid. Sonia says none. You'll eventually have it, Sonia. I'm going to see what kind of responses we have here. Me and you helped. Yes. Nope, not yet. Delirians, Mixmaster. We'll bring you up, Mixmaster, in a minute, I think. Who else? Mixmaster Delirians? Anyone else? I know there's a lot of people here, so not yet. Nope. Let me see who else. And the Lyrans are beautiful. They have like a cat face. They're very beautiful people, and they're very much, they work with the Astro Command. Dream state is valid as well. Yes, dream state too, Jenny, yeah. Oh, we will, Johnny, for sure. Autumn Donnelly says, I get drawings. Let's see. Rocco Bell says blues. Okay, unfortunately, no. And that's okay. For those that are not having encounters, you'll eventually get there. Who else? Alicia Marie says, I'm finding parts of my days have no memory. Jennifer says, interdimensional. Let's see. And that's cool. You know, down the road, some of you had said, no, we're eventually going to have contact. You'll have a story to tell for sure. Let me see here. Okay, I'm going to have Goddess come back on. I know she had something to tell me earlier. Mixmaster is going to be right after Goddess, and I think that's going to lead us up to 12 midnight. So we have Goddess coming back on. Hey, Goddess.
Hi, sorry I look so horrible. I've been sick today, but
I hope you don't look horrible. I hope you feel better.
that was from my chips earlier. Sorry about that. Okay, so I have an update, and I really don't know what to do about it. I was going to try to email you earlier, but I haven't been feeling well. So I don't know if I should do a recap or just start from where we left off. I don't know if the chat needs a recap.
No, I think we can continue on, and because the show is on my YouTube channel. Okay. If you didn't hear my interview with Goddess, go to my YouTube channel, Astro Command Spaceship News. You can watch the first half of it, and you'll get the full story there. So tell us what's going on now. Okay.
So I looked at my calendar, January 5th is the last time that I had the abduction. Well, that's what you said it is, and I believe what you said. so I'm going to call it what you said it is. The abduction was January 5th. And last night, I heard that sound again. But it was louder and it was persistent. When I went down to bed, when I go to bed, I turn off all my lights except for one, and I have a gate at the top of my stairs, and it locks. And I have a lock on I'm a single, I mean, I shouldn't say this, but I'm a single mom to small kids, so I have cameras everywhere. I should send you the screenshot too. When I woke up in the middle of the night, my alarm was on. It said armed. My back door was open, not completely open, but cracked, and the alarm would have naturally gone off. The gate was open. My kids were with their father, by the way. And I had a dream where I was paralyzed, but the dream was where the ETs, they were, I don't know the word, like sexual intercourse.
Okay, we won't do that. We'll be very careful with words because I don't want to have any problems. But I do understand what you're saying. Okay.
So I don't know if I need to do another healing or what. This is what I think, because I researched it this morning. I think that the healing that you did, I think it will work. But I honestly think that whatever you did, they know, and so they came back.
Yeah, they came back because they did the work to heal you.
Right.
They didn't like the fact that I was interfering with what they were doing. And I will do it again. Matter of fact, while you're here, my father on the ship gave me the ability to do some healing work, and I will amp it up even more. I'm starting to get used to what it is. I've still been trying to figure out how to use my healing abilities. So I would like to do something, not just for you. I want to prevent them from coming back. So I'm going to physically do this, and I'm going to generate my energy on the Astro Command level. I'm not going to be talk show host at the moment. I'm now going to be Astro Command in full operation, and this is going to be something that they're going to not like very much. So I'm sure they're aware of it. What we're going to do right now is I'm going to have you close your eyes. Now I'm going to do something I didn't do the first time because that was just a general protection. Now what we're going to do is send an energy, a beam of energy into your house. And this beam of energy, I asked the command to give me the ability to do this beam of energy, to beam into our house. I wish to clear all the energy of what these beings are doing. I'm going to use my abilities to heal, and also going to clear all the energies, the residual energies that they brought back to you. I'm going to put a shield myself around your home and around you. I'm going to amplification of the Christed energy 10 times over. I'm going to do that from my location here. And we're going to clear all the energy out from them coming back to you. Give me a moment, please. I want to thank the Astro Command for my father for doing what he did when I was on the ship a few nights ago. I am now downloaded with the energy to do this. We're going to send a blast. I'm going to send a blast of energy through your whole house of light. We're going to intensify the amplification of light around your house, and therefore put an even stronger protection around you as a force field of light. You are truly a Christed being of light. You are to know this, you are to feel this, you are to breathe it, and they're not allowed to come into your home with their spaceships in the area. They must leave. I give everything back to the Creator. Everything back to the Creator. I'm sending healing energy to your home.
Oh my, hold on.
Yes. What's going on? Where are you?
My light just went off.
Are you kidding me?
And it is, oh, you can't see it. Shoot. Hold on. And it's a switch.
Your light just went off.
Yes. My camera looks weird too.
Okay, I can still see you. So
My
I'm
light-
sending yes.
My
I'm
light that,
amplifying the energies, yes. Go ahead.
well, I've just never had that happen.
I've never seen that happen ever on my show. But I am amplifying the energies. They might be pushing back, but now I'm going to even push harder. Whoever those beings are, those ETs, the commander is going to send energy that's going to blast you back out in the universe. So don't even try to deal with the Astro Command or me. I am with the Astro Command. I am very high in the levels of Christ consciousness. You do not want to push back with me or with this woman. You are to leave her alone now. You are to go now. I say this as a Christed being of light within the Ashtar Command. I am Ashtar Command. You will leave her alone now. I am telling you to leave now, and if you don't, I will even amp up the energies more. I will blast you right back out into whatever galaxy or universe you came from. I guarantee it, so don't even try it. Leave now.
Yes.
Give me a moment. I'm sending a beam of light, and these energy beams of light are going to find out where they are, and they will actually take them away from your place, wherever they are. They don't want to mess with the commander, because I am with the Astro Commander. I'm not from this world. I'm not just a mere human being that you can play around with. I will get you. Leave her alone now. How do you feel? We are pushing back on them.
Okay. And lastly, I know I don't want to take up more time, but my camera, my Ring camera that's at the front, it says
Yes.
no network, and I can't get it to, I have to have somebody come out. I've lived here for 5 years. I've never had that happen. It's just black.
When did that happen?
Today, this morning, when I saw that my door was open, that the lock was undone at the gate, first thing I did was go to my camera. My front camera is, I could send you a screenshot. It says that it's not there. There's no camera there. It says
I believe
offline.
you. No, I completely believe you. I'm just going to utilize energy, Christed energy, which they don't like the Christed energy. That's the one thing they don't like. So I'm sending Christed energy even more so to your area. I am doing it personally. I have protection around me always. And I am going to make sure there's no energy things or any devices in your house that they put in your house to monitor you. Those devices are being destroyed if they exist. If they exist, they must leave. They must leave now. Do not push the commander or the Ashtar Command. You must leave her alone. Whatever ET race you are, you must go back where you came from. She is not yours to deal with. You are to leave her alone. In the name of the Christ, always. Adonai, Adonai, Adonai.
Am I supposed to say something?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, do
No,
I?
you don't say. You don't need to say anything.
Okay.
I'm just focused on kicking their butt.
Yeah.
Basically,
I
I'm
mean,
going to kick their butt.
it was very scary. It was very scary. The first encounter that I had, in Flagstaff, that was one situation, but this was completely intensified. And the only thing that I could think of is that they had to have known what we did, because they haven't bothered me since January 5th.
Right. Well, now we're going to see what happens.
Okay.
I'm going to be very conscious of you, and I'm going to be very protective of you. And I have sent energy there myself. Being in the command, I'm operating my Astro Command energy right now, not just talk show host. And they don't want to deal with someone like me who comes from off planet from the Astro Command. That's their first mistake. That's their very first mistake. Because I'm not kidding around. I do what I do. I walk my walk. I talk my talk, and I do what I do.
I believe.
And we're going to help you, and I'm going to help you.
Thank you.
I don't just help somebody and walk away and say, "Oh, I don't know who you are." No, I'm here on Mission Earth. Negative ETs, I'm going to kick their butts.
Okay.
I'm going to kick them butts.
Okay.
I got your back.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I'll hop down, but I appreciate your time, your healing, and I'm just hoping I can sleep tonight. So I'll let you know tomorrow.
Okay, definitely do that. I'm going to be at a crystal show, so I'm going to be having a good day out there. But you take care of yourself, and we will definitely be watching what happens.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
No, we appreciate you, Goddess, and I appreciate you letting us know what's going on now. So without knowing it, we wouldn't know what to do. So I appreciate that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
All right. Sleep well. Okay. Let's do this here. So see what's happening is these negative ETs are trying to come back into her physical environment, and we're just going to we're going to keep an eye on her. And if they try to do anything, we're going to push back. I really amped up a lot of energy into her house. A lot of energy. I don't think they're going to like that too much. There might be a little bit of a galactic war going here between these beings and me, but I am not afraid to do what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Yeah, Jody K is right. They don't like the light, but we do. I can't do that. The Astro Command they need their ships. I can't do that. So they've empowered me with abilities. They downloaded abilities in me. So I'm starting to use my palm of my hand, which I have energy. I shoot the energy out to the area. So I'm able to do the work myself without them sending any ships anywhere. They need the ships for what's happening with other things around our planet. And I completely understand that. Paranormal Ghost, we can see you there. I think we're going to get Maximilian on here as our last guest. Maximilian's here somewhere. And we will bring Mixmaster. I'm sorry. I meant to say Mixmaster. Why don't they Maximilian? I bet there's somebody out there called Maximilian. Hey, Mixmaster, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
We're doing good. We're doing some heavy work helping people tonight, too. So tell us, what's happening?
Well, I got visited the delirium.
I'm sorry, say again?
Oh,
You were just saying something, but I couldn't quite get what you were saying.
so deliriums, what's your take on that?
Delirians are good. Delirians work with the Astro Command. I know friends of mine that work with Delirians. My friend April, when she goes to see her father on the ship in Vermont, she's met Delirians. Delirians are working hand in hand with the command. They are part of it. They're very beautiful beings. They have like kind of a cat-looking face. So from the Delirian star system, they are of the light and they are beautiful people. What's your experience with Delirians?
It was scary, man. It was just like the three wheels, and then I think it was the Seraphim.
Okay, Seraphim are different than Delirians. Delirians are not Seraphim, so they're a different race. So Seraphim, I don't know much about them. I've heard about them, but Delirians aren't the same as the other thing you're talking about. They're two separate ET races. One is Delirians are a positive race of beings. The Seraphims, I don't know much about them. I haven't studied them. They're totally two different beings. So if you study more about the Delirian race, you're going to see that they're very beautiful people, but this other group, I don't know. So if you're having negative things with this other group, they're not the same group. They're two separate extraterrestrial races.
There's just a lot of weird things going on right now, bro. Like a lot of weird things, and like the last 3 weeks. I'm talking the last 3 weeks. It's been weird as
Mm-hmm.
fuck. Excuse my language, but I just want your knowledge of like what should I do.
Okay, that's the key question. I want you to do some meditation. I want you. So I'm going to help you out a little bit here. I want you to close your eyes. Okay. I want you to close your eyes, and when you close your eyes, I want you to clear your mind for a moment. And what I'm going to do is send some healing energies to you. And when I get done doing that, we're going to do some clearing of energies. So if you're having negative ETs that are actually affecting you for the last 3 weeks, we're going to try to help stop that. So I've just been gifted some new downloads from my father, and I'm going to try to utilize this to help you, my friend. So close your eyes, please. I want you to clear your consciousness. And as you clear your consciousness, I want you to breathe in, and then I want you to breathe out of your nostrils. So I'm looking at you right now. So you need to close your eyes physically so I can do this. Actually, I think the whole thing froze on the screen here. I don't know if he's still here or not. Are you still here with me? I think I've lost him. Yeah, he's frozen. Okay, there you are. The screen froze for a minute. Okay, you got your eyes closed. Good. So as you breathe in and breathe out of your nostrils, you can do that a few times. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do some work with you right now. I'm going to send some energies to clear your home of whatever's happening. I'm just going to use my Astro Command energies that I've been gifted with. And we're going to work also on you too. So I'm going to do multitasking here. We're going to clear all the energies in all your rooms, any residual energies of negative ETs that have been in your house for the last 3 weeks or at least monitoring you. We're going to clear all that energy out. So right now we're going to do some work right here. And we're going to work on your consciousness because we're going to work on your consciousness right now, brother. They've infiltrated your consciousness. We're going to clear your consciousness of all the negative ET thought forms that have been coming into your consciousness. So I'm going to heal your brain area of that thought. We're going to clear all the energy out of your body, which I'm going to do personally. Okay, I'm working on your cellular structure, on your DNA, and on your physical and etheric body. By the time I'm done with you, you're going to feel much better. This won't take me very long. I work very quickly. Any implants or anything that has been implanted, we're taking out and giving it back to the Creator to destroy it. Anything negative that was put into your body by these ETs is being taken and given back to the Creator and to be destroyed. So now I've got my palm of my hand on top of your head area. We're going to clear, I can see you on your inner level. We're clearing all the energy out of your brain area. And we're going to send a beam of light into your brain area to your body. It's going to elevate your frequency, and it's going to elevate your vibrational patterns. Now we're going to do another clearing of all the rooms in your house. We're going to put an elevated energy of light, vibrational frequencies. And in a moment, you'll be completely healed. Not only you, but your house is important to me too, so we're putting an amplification of protection around the body of your home. And you also will have a shield of Christed light over your body that is permanent. And you'll be shielded from any negative ETs from entering your physical environment or consciousness. Give me one more minute, please.
something happened on Saturday though, like in.
Well, now nothing's going to happen.
The
Give me a moment. Be still. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. One more thing to do. Okay, brother, you may now open your eyes. How do you feel?
Feel good. Thank you.
Yes, brother. You will feel good from now on. There won't be any problems. You are going to, I want you to, but there's certain things I need you to do on a regular basis, like a meditation. I want you to always remember one thing that empowers you and that will keep the negative ETs from ever interacting with you again. Close your eyes for a moment, please. This is really important. I want you to say with purpose and with conviction, I am a cosmic Christed being of light. Repeat. I'll repeat it again. I am a cosmic Christed being of light. So you need to repeat that.
That's who I am. Who do I look like?
You got the hair going for you, but you need to say it one more time with strength. I am a cosmic Christed being of light.
Cosmic Christ of being of light.
And I will never be affected by any negative ETs ever again.
Never again.
Never again.
Never again.
All right, brother. Beautiful. You're beautiful, man. So you're in good shape. And whenever you need help, I'm here. I'm here for you. That's what I do.
All right.
All right, Mixmaster. I appreciate you. I'm going to let you down slowly. It's a little after midnight. So the commander is going to take Mixmaster down. I think I've done a lot of work here tonight, more than I ever expected to do. Whew, man. So I think Mixmaster got what I'm saying. And we'll help him if he ever needs help. So you're watching Encounters. This is not your regular UFO talk show, folks. I do care about people here. That's why this show is number one. I'm not just interviewing people with a three-piece suit on saying, oh, you're a former general from the Pentagon? Former general, are you? I don't care. I don't care about the general in the Pentagon. That general's not doing me any good. General's not doing you any good. You know? I got to walk the walk and talk the talk every day. If I don't do that, I'm not doing my mission work. When I'm a talk show host, I love interviewing people. When people have been abducted or interfered with by negative ETs, I am going to kick their butt. I will kick their butt personally because I am a Christed being of light and they don't like that. Thank you, Johnny. And so are you. You're doing amazing things too. And I know soon that we'll be going on the ship, Johnny. I'm pretty sure soon, the next few months, we're getting very close to going on the ship. There's 5 of us that are in a group of 5. Kit Kat, Johnny, myself, and Chesno. And we've been selected by the command to go on the ship to do mission work. And then we're going to come back to Earth and we're going to do the mission work. I don't know what we're going to be doing yet, but we're going to be doing mission work. And it's important. So we're going to physically go on with April at some point, and April will give us some updated information, and I think we're getting very close to it. I think they're preparing, the command is now ready and preparing for us to do the work. When we go on the ship, we'll go through a rift. The rift will open up in our homes, and we'll be on the ship within like 2 seconds. As a matter of fact, so I want to see if Johnny and Kit Kat can come up here. Johnny, you able to come up live? How about you, Kit Kat? I'll bring 2 of our 5 up here. I don't know if Chesno's still here or not. But I'll introduce you to 2 of the 5. And we'll do a little mini thing here before we... Let me see if I can do that. Does the healing I do affect me? Very good, Justine, though. It affects me in the sense that I amp up my protection, especially when I'm going after negative ETs affecting other people. No, I'm not going to be on tomorrow. I'm going to be at the show. We'll figure it out. One night we'll do that. We'll get Kit Kat and and Johnny on there with Chesno. Goddess, I don't think they harvested any eggs, but we have to make sure they don't come back again. We really do. It says U5 will be picking up the Bigfoot team. I haven't heard that yet. I must have missed that live about the Bigfoot team. But I do feel that Johnny, who's one of my moderators in Kit Kat in Long Island, myself and Chesno, who's in Connecticut, with April, will be eventually going up on the ship physically soon. I don't know exactly when that is, because the space people don't operate in the way we do. They operate beyond time and space. There is no time. On Earth, we say, oh, tomorrow's Saturday. I'm going to a crystal show. It starts at 10 a.m. in the morning, which it does. In space, they don't have any concept of time. But they do know they're taking us off planet soon. However that works. They do know that. And yeah, it's a very specific thing. It's not so much that you can come. It's a very specific thing with April and the 5 of us. So it's not just a free-for-all where people can just come up on the ship. It's very specific mission work. Eventually, when full contact happens, paranormal, you'll eventually have contact with the space people. But that'll be in the future when that happens. Commander, have they told you why we are having so many sun flares? Not yet. I've been getting, from my own perspective, that the sun flares are based on the increased energy from the sun is affecting our vibrational patterns, and it will affect our vibrational patterns for all of humanity and all life forms on the planet. And one night we'll get more into that whole thing with the sun doing what it's doing. Hey, Kit Kat. But it's now about 12:08 in the morning, and I just want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank all of you for watching the show. We'll be on tomorrow night, Saturday night, with Astro Command Contact Night. And that'll be, Kit Kat. We're going to bring Kit Kat up. We'll bring the Kit Kat up.
Hello.
Hey, Kit Kat, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Kit Kat's one of our 5. Johnny's in the room here. He can't come up tonight. But it's Johnny, Chesno, Kit Kat, myself, and April. And anyone who's watched April on live knows that she's been over 50 times on the Astro Command ships up in Vermont, physically. So Kit Kat, tell us, it's been a while. Tell us how you're feeling. Are you feeling like I'm feeling, that soon we're going to be taken on the ship?
I do feel like that. Like, I just feel like, it's time. And I am getting that feeling.
Yeah, me too. I've gotten that feeling the last 2 weeks. I've been feeling that something very important is going to start happening soon.
Yeah.
And I think either before the end of this year or really at the beginning of 2025 is when they're going to potentially take us on the ship.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely feels like it's coming. The last night something strange happened. I was, I went to bed. I have no memory of this, but I woke up with Christed music, the meditation music playing on my phone. Like, I remember being like, I don't remember putting this on. I'm like, how did this get? It was so strange. I'm like, I don't, maybe in my sleep I did it, but I have zero memory of putting anything on last night.
And it's interesting you said, and Johnny's saying he's also feeling it. It's time, they'll be coming soon, I feel. So the 3 of us, and I'm sure Chesno, if he was here, he'd tell me the same thing. We are now feeling, all 4 of us, all 3 of us, and I'm sure Chesno, who's not here, is feeling the same way. We are feeling that they are getting ready to prepare us to be taken on the spaceship. Okay? Kit Kat's feeling it. She had Christed music start playing. I'm pretty sure the command had something to do with that. They're really getting ready to take us. For those that don't know the whole story, it's almost something that would be made into a motion picture, a movie, it's a whole story that would have to be made into a movie. It's so intricate. It's so amazing. in some ways, how we all met each other here. Kit Kat, Johnny, myself, Chesno, April, through my TV program here. But we are going physically, folks, on the ship soon. And we're going to come back. And then when we know what we're going to be doing, we'll be sharing it with the people, with you. We're going to share it with you so that you know.
Yeah, it would be
And we'll
some
definitely
story,
be
that's
doing
for
it.
sure.
Oh, yeah. And so what Kit Kat's, she was Long Island. We're all regionally in the same area. Kit Kat, myself, April up north near Vermont, near the Canadian border, Chesno in Connecticut, Johnny in New Jersey. So the beautiful part is we're all in the same region of the planet, not far from each other. And how amazing could that be that we all met through TikTok, and with April, she met me, and we're all connected with the same energy of the command. Since last year, we've grown and grown and grown as people, where our understandings are much deeper and better. And we're going to be doing some mission work that we'll know what it is, what the public information we can share with you once we go on the ship. I'm sure there'll be information they want us to share with people all over the world. And this is something that's extraordinary because, and even Kit Kat, you can even say it yourself, that have you physically ever been taken on a ship?
Well,
I mean, physically.
I told you a couple things that happened, but I don't know if I was on the ship. I don't really have a memory, but I did have that. I know I had to have been taken up, but somewhere. But the crazy thing is I was in my car, and my car went with me. Because that was the craziest thing, is that I was driving along, and just today I was in the exact spot. I drove on that exact spot where I was placed back in the wrong place. And I'm thinking, how many times did they do that to me, but they put me back in the right place?
Right. No, you were definitely taken. You were taken physically,
That was crazy. And it was my car with me.
And how'd you, for people that know the story, how did you feel about that happening to you?
After it happened, I just was like, that had to be something cosmic. I mean, what else would it have been?
Right. That's right.
That is the only thing that could make sense to me, that I was taken and I was placed back in a different place, in the wrong place. And then I felt like maybe they did that on purpose so I would know something was going on. Like, that's the only thing I could think of. They were kind of trying to tell me without telling me that that something was happening.
And you had a positive experience. So the thing is, but in terms of a group experience, this is going to be the first time. My contact experiences with space people was in the 1960s. And I've told that story before, where I went to my brother's room, and outside in the cul-de-sac was a spaceship, a saucer ship, with men and women in light blue outfits that were just telepathic, beautiful human beings. And that was my own, experience. And this experience you had, different, but still an experience, right? And I think
I did have a memory. I had gotten some kind, like almost like a regression done, and I had a memory of two space beings. And from what I could remember from the memory was that they were like blue crystal. Yeah. They looked crystal-like.
Right, like crystal, would you say like translucent?
Yes, they were translucent.
Yeah, translucent.
Yeah, and it was amazing.
Like a light energy translucent. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. I remember.
They visit me as a child, and that's all I remember. That they were in my room with me. Yeah, but that was my first indication that something did happen, and but I never really, I didn't have like a clear memory of like you did.
Well, but you have a memory because you.
Yeah, it was a memory, but it was through a regression.
Yeah, but what you just shared with us is a very clear memory. You said they were translucent. They looked crystallized. Well, they wouldn't be crystallized, but translucent.
Yeah, and they were not. It wasn't scary in any way.
Yeah, you had a very positive experience.
Yeah.
But I think what's going to be interesting is when we're all on the same ship together. That to me is going to be very interesting. Like it'll be April, Chesno, Johnny, you, and me all on the same spaceship.
Oh, that'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
That
And
is,
we'll keep people on the show. This is where you're going to find out about this. We're going to let you know what's happening on this show when we go on the ship. When that time comes, I will make an announcement on here so you know that what happened to Kit Kat, Chesno, Johnny, and CmdrAleon. We'll let you know what's happening when we go on the ship of the command. We'll let you know because it's going
definitely.
to be the most historic experience for the whole planet when we do this. All right,
Sure.
Kit Kats. Now 12:17. I'm gonna sign off only because I need to get some rest if I'm driving up to Massachusetts and to a big crystal
Yeah, good
show.
luck at the, I hope you have a fun time at your Gem and Mineral show.
Oh man, we're gonna have a great time. Crystals everywhere. You better believe I'll be spaced out, folks. I will totally be spaced out.
Yeah,
Kit
get
Kat,
some,
always a pleasure. It's been a while, and
yes.
you're a blessing. Good to have you with us. All right.
So nice to be here.
All right. We will
Night,
see you soon.
everyone.
And we're having our gathering on the Long Island Sound September 14th.
I'm certainly going to try to get there.
We'll have to get you and Chris up there too. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. All right. Take care. Have a good one. All right.
Okay, you too. Good night.
All right. Take care. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
All right, folks. It's time for the commander to almost bid you a farewell. I do need to get my gifts completed here. I've got Coffee Magic. I need 8 more Coffee Magics to go to sleep. So can I get 8 more Coffee Magics? Now, I know the Coffee Magic might keep me awake, but I will try to. Thank you, Mixmasters, for that Coffee Magic. And plus, folks, I love coffee. Tomorrow morning, we do our own beans. Thank you for the Coffee Magic, Zeke. Thank you. Thank you so much for the roses. We appreciate that. I'm going to drink so much Coffee Magic tonight that I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep. And I only have a few left. Wild, thank you for the Coffee Magic. Man, I'm going to be so hopped up tonight. I think I'm going to have really amazing cosmic dreams. Kit Kat, thank you for the magic. Thank you for the char. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the roses, Blake. Thank you for the light thing, whatever that is. Let me see, what was it? Mixmasters, thank you for that. Cindy, Mitch, thank you for the roses. You folks are beautiful, man. You know we love you, all of you. And we have a few more things to do here. We have 6 of 10 of the magic coffee thingies. Hetty, thank you for the gift. Man, I need more coffee, else I'm going to fall asleep here. That magic coffee really does wonders. Cindy Mitch, thank you for the jalapeno. I think I'll put that in the coffee. Jalapeno in the coffee. I wonder how that's going to taste. And Blessed Mom says, paralyzed and afraid, but then I called the name. Oh, interesting, Blessed Mom. Thank you, Linda. Alco, thank you for the vault. And let me see here. Thank you for the gift. We appreciate the lightning bolt, Alcove. I still need to get those coffee cups. I've got 6 of 10. So I have four cups of coffee left. I'll drink them. If you give them to me, I promise I'll drink them. I have 6 of 10 coffee cups taken. I still have to drink the coffee. Oh, I got a light bulb too. Kit Kat, thank you for the coffee. Now I feel more intelligent with the light bulb. Thank you. I knew there was something missing. Blessed Mom, thank you for the heart puff. I'll have to sleep on the heart puff because my pillow is probably not as soft. You folks are great. You know you are. Amity, thank you for the lightning bolts. I appreciate them so much. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you for the heart, for the badge, the heart. Who gave me that? Oh, the hand heart. Mixmasters, thank you for the hand heart, brother. Blessed Mom, thank you. Oh man, I'm drinking my last bit of apple cider, but I'm telling you, all the coffee I'm drinking, I'm actually drinking each cup of imaginary coffee that you give me. I'm totally drinking it. I'm like so fried with the coffee right now. Do I have any coffee cups left, or did I have 2 more cups left and then I can go to sleep. I'm going to try. Susan Murray, thank you. I'm going to really try, Susan, to go to sleep. Wow, that coffee is like unbelievable. Man, I'm almost there. I got one more cup to go. I think if there was a coffee cup contest, I would probably win it. On TikTok, if there was an imaginary coffee cup contest, I would win that coffee cup contest in a nanosecond because I love coffee. I like tea too, but I like coffee. Tahar, Mike Masters. Kit Kat, thank you. Oh man, you folks are amazing. Thank you so much. I love you all. It was a lot of fun being here, but also it was really important that I heard all the stories of everybody, and I appreciate your stories. I appreciate all of you. And like I said, I walk my walk and I talk my talk, and I'm here to do my show. And when I need to, I will help you. I will definitely help you. So I'm going to go to sleep now, get ready to get some breaths in the morning, and head up on Interstate 91 to Massachusetts to the biggest crystal show on the East Coast. Everybody take care, be blessed, have a good weekend. We'll see you tomorrow night on Ashtar Command Q&A. Take care. I'm trying my best to sign out of here. Come on, there we go.